First, you need to create an app. Okay, so this the basic app, nothing inside. Blah blah blah. Check it. Here, you see the text here. Okay, first we're gonna create a bar with 9 squares inside, right? Like this. A bar with 9 squares inside. Each square is a component. The whole app is this is our big app, and inside the big app we have a bar which is a component. Inside the bar we have 9 squares, which are 9 children's component. Okay. We start with, let's define our other component function. Let's say bar. Okay. Function square. Okay, inside we return something. Return a div. Return div, and then nothing happened. We need to call our bar inside our app. Okay, you can see the bar here. And inside the bar we call, for example, square. Good. Now we have to give it some styling so we can actually see the border for the whole bar and the border for the squares. Class name square. Class name say bar. Okay. Now we need 9 square inside our bar. So how do we do it?
Copy line 18. 9 times.
Because
That work.
we're stupid. I don't want to do it. I want to use map. Okay? But right now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Shit. Okay, let's see. Right. For example, like X, we give some styling. For example, the square. The height of, for example, 100 pixel with same thing. Okay, give some border, solid, 1 pixel, and the color black. Right. In here, we need to style the bar. Display flex direction. Row. Flex warp. Wrap. Okay. Now to give us a height. For example, we have 3 squares in a row, so it should be 303 pixels because we have 1 pixel of border with 303 pixels. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You've got 1 pixel border either side.
And what's this?
You've actually only got 8 blocks.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, one more. Okay. We actually have the board on the left,
Say
other
the
side,
borders
blah
here
blah
all the
blah.
way around.
So just for sure, yeah. Okay, that looks nice. We have something here. I don't know why it's there. Just
Because of the difference between 310 and
yeah. So nice. And then we give it a display here. We want the X to be in the middle, right? Flex. Justify content. Center. Align item. Center. Cool. Yeah.
Looking good.
Okay, now we need to change we need a value here, right? According to the move of the players. So right now I don't want to call it like this because I have to pass prop something like blah blah blah. So instead of doing this, we need to define our state of the ball. For example, let's call it ball. Okay, and set ball. Use state. We are gonna use hook, right? And this should be an array. New array. Dot. Array of how many elements inside? 9. Dot fill. We're gonna fill it with no value at first. In here we have to import use state. Okay. Now we got, instead of calling it 9 times edit, we're gonna have to call it once. But before that, we need to pass our bar here to the bar. Bar equal to bar. Right. Right now we are setting up our app first.
Guys, right now we're showing you how to do it from the outside working in. This is going to help us solve the problem of in the future when we want to reset the game or go back to a certain move. In the tutorial that we read on Facebook, they're going to do the exact opposite. You're going to work from a simple way up to a more complicated way. Okay, so we're going to do it both ways just so you guys get a feel for multiple ways of how to do it. And like, I personally believe that like just seeing it done different way in a different order also like helps you understand what's going on differently, in my opinion.
Okay, now we successfully passed bar into our bar component here. So just call it props. And in here, let's cancel our props. Okay. Let's see. Nice. Object with 9 no element. So okay, now we're gonna map it. Props dot bar dot map. And what should be in here? Okay. Return. You're gonna see 9 squares. Out. What's wrong? Oh shit, I have to close it. Okay, 9 squares. Same thing. Now we're gonna fill the x with the values of x square.
Why do we see 9 squares, guys? Who can tell us why we see 9 squares? Okay, so in this array, we map over each element, and then because there are 9 elements, we see 9 squares.
Okay. Questions? No. Okay, we're gonna fill the value of, instead of x, we need to fill something here. For example, let's call it value. But before that, we need to pass the value inside the square. So what's the value here? Should be
move player.
L. Let's see. Perhaps notify with the password. Okay. Same thing because they are all new. What's next, guys? We have it. Now we need. Okay, we set up the bar already, and then we let the user be able to place to make a move like X or O or X or O. Right now, X. We start with X first, right? The first move is always X. Let's assume that. Okay. Player should be able to make a move, assuming first move equal X. How are we gonna do it? We need to unclick button. Yeah, we need a button so that when a user click on it, you see an X, right? Where should I place the button?
Square.
Within the square.
Yeah, only when we click on the squares. So, on, click. Instead of using a button, we can make the user can be able to click on over the whole div, right? On click equal to something. It should be a function. Let's console log it. You click on me. Let's see. Okay. Good. Now,
Can we figure out how which square we click now?
yeah.
That's probably the next step. Which square did we click? Can someone help us do that?
You need to pass the index through
To what?
to your squares.
Nice. That's exactly what we need to do.
See this?
Yes.
Okay, let's okay, here's our bar. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here's our bar. This is the index of this array bar. Okay, we pass IDX here. We call it, for example, ID, square ID, or just ID. Pass the IDX here. You click on me. You click on me plus IDX. Right? Of ID. Oh, I forgot how to do it in JavaScript. 8. Okay. It should be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we can remove this. Now instead of showing a console log, we should see an X when we click on it, right? The tricky part here is, do you want that function to be inside arc or inside bar or inside square? Where should it be?
Outside the app.
No,
Thing.
it should be inside the bar
Really?
because it's only affects the bar.
Depending on the board.
Yeah, let's call this handle click, right? Call it symbol name, put it in the props dot, because we want to define the function inside the bar. Say const handle click. Now we console log ID, we pass in. Oops. What the heck? Okay, we pass in the ID here. We pass the function handle click equal to handle click. Basically, we pass a function from bar to square. Okay, inside here we call click. We give it an ID of ID props.id. Let's see, we can see ID here. Okay, we still see the number. Cool. Now what? We need to place an x inside the square. To do that, we need the access to the bar here. We already have the bar. Let's say call it let bar equal to props.bar.slice. So basically, we are going to make a copy, a shallow copy of props.bar. A shallow copy. CLG.
What is a shallow copy?
There are two different type of copy: deep copy and shallow copy.
Yeah, what is a shallow copy?
It's very hard to explain.
Does it only happen once, or is it like?
Actually, oh man, how to explain it correctly? Shallow copy and deep copy JS. Deep and shallow copy in JavaScript. But don't worry about this right now. It's not in the scope today. I will advise you to read on this. It's very helpful in the future. Basically, we just make a copy. That's it.
Can we have a look quickly at the
Yeah.
diagram and get an idea?
It has to do with like memory in your RAM, basically.
Basically,
so sometimes when you copy your variable, certain types of variables in RAM, like when it's copied, it takes up more RAM on your computer, right? So this is a good thing in certain ways, and a bad thing in certain ways. It's a good thing in which like like your copy, if you delete the original copy, right, the new copy is still there. The original variable that you delete, you still have the new one. But it means that your computer takes up more memory. So sometimes your computer is constantly making trade-offs and saying like, hey, should I make a deep copy? Should I make many different copies of this file and keep them all in memory? So if I delete the first one, I still have these? Or should I just make a reference? It's actually called a reference. Instead of copying the entire file in this one place in memory, whenever you look at that variable, right? Whenever like you reference a variable, say, hey, I want to look at this variable handle click, your computer's like, okay, I don't see a whole new file here, but I see an address in this one spot. And that's actually pointing towards where the file is in memory. So like this has to do with performance reasons. Yeah. With the RAM and the processor, how it accesses memory. There's like a whole bunch of other computer science stuff like heat allocation. So like it depends on the certain situations in which you want to make a brand new copy of the file and then delete the original one. And there's sometimes in which you do not want another copy because the file's so fucking big or the variable's so fucking big that inside, like, let's just pretend that like there's 10 spots on a bus, right? Or there's let's think about this, right? You want to know where someone lives, right? You want to find someone. You go to their work and they don't live there, but at where they work, they have an address and it tells you to go where they live. Kind of like that. That's the difference between copying.
Basically, we just make a copy. Doesn't matter deep or shallow or something.
But I really want to know when to use what.
Read on this. It's very helpful. Is it this? Yeah. Okay, where are we? Okay, when we click on it, we still see the bar. Okay, this is a copy of our bar. Why did I make a copy there? Because I want to set state it later. So I need to make a copy and then set state the whole bar again. Because our state is immutable. We cannot change the value of our state. We need to make a copy of it first, and then we change some element inside, and then we set state it back. Okay. Okay, let's say bar. Now we need.
Can you explain that section again so you get? your state is immutable. Like,
Yeah, our bar here, props.bar is immutable. You cannot change anything. You can only read it. You cannot change the value of it.
even with
So that's why I
even
need to-
with set board, we can't change the value. That's the thing. Set board changes.
But
the value
before we set bar, we need to change some value inside it first, and then we set it. We need to change it, and then we update it.
What Qua's saying is that the board component cannot change it right now. He said that the board component cannot change the board variable reference on line 11. Right? The one that we define on line 11 inside the
So
app
within
component.
the function board, you can't change
Yes,
board
right now. Yeah. Like yeah.
in a way. Like,
The only thing that can change this variable number 11.
Let's see. Try to change the bar here, right? Say props.bar. Let's say we change the first index to something equal to here, and then let's console log our prop.bar and see what happened. Okay. So right now we don't copy, we don't do anything. Oh shit!
But you notice it causes an infinite loop.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's going forever.
There's just certain rules that we have to find. What he's trying to explain are certain design patterns that the people who created React decided to make. Because just like I've constantly told you guys that like we have this trade-offs, and then they say that hey man, we have to do it this way because if we don't do it this way, we always run into this problem. So when we're designing software, sometimes we have to follow some rules and we don't know exactly why. But people, like he's trying to explain that like basically when a prop comes in from to a component from its parent, what prop is coming in? Board, right? That's coming into our board component from its parent component. What is its parent component? Yes. Okay. So what Qual is saying is that we cannot change that, but we need to sort of change. We need to change it, right? Because in a moment, right? Remember that array right there, board on line 11 is just an array, and it's got 9 null elements, right? And then we're mapping over each one of those elements and producing a square. So what we're going to do here in just a second is we're going to figure out how to switch those arrays out so it looks like we're doing that.
Let's see if we can change it. Oh. Okay. Props dot set bar. Okay, see, we cannot update the state. Even though I console log this, I don't see the console log. But the first time from app we can see it. But when we click it now, nah. Okay.
What does the error say? What does the error message say? Just so I can check if I made a mistake.
Which error
Each
message?
child shall be unique key props.
Oh, here. When we map, we need to give it a specific key. Where did we map it?
Square.
Okay, here, key equal to say IDX. Okay, it's gone. So where were we? Remove this. Remove this. Oops.
Yeah.
Remove here.
Need to copy.
Okay. Now we need to change the value of our bar here. ID here is the index we got from where? Here. How do I comment here? Props.id is the index of our bar. Okay. Bar equal to x, and then we set style it. Bar. But we need to pass the function set bar. Let's see. Okay. Now we can have the x here. Now the console log works.
Notice how the X goes in the exact spot that he clicked. Okay, refresh it. If you click the top left, which element in the array should get changed? If he clicked the top left.
0.
Who here thinks 0? Let's test it. Nice. And that's the exact behavior we observed. If we touch the last one, which one we can see? 8. Right? Nice. Okay, how can we get it turned from X to O now?
How? The state for third. Actually, I don't need it. There are two ways to do it. You keep track of the next player, who's the next player, right? You put it in state, but I think there's another way to do it. Just use some logic here. Okay. So now instead we want the user to be able to type in X and then O and X and then O, right? Yes, but you need something to compare. The next player. How you define it? Based on the ID.
What if one
No.
person clicks is 4 and the next person clicks is 6?
Yeah.
That's a 6.
There are two ways. First, we set, for example, we set cause next player, and we hard code it first equal, for example, X here, and then every time we run the function, we change the state of next player from X to O, from O to X. Nah, let's not do it.
You just count how many nulls are in that array, right?
Yeah, you can count the null value of that array. Okay, bar.
Even number of nulls.
Let's call it check. Yeah, if from the beginning we will have 7 null, 9 null, we see an odd number. Odd number we start with X. Even number is O. Okay, so we don't have to deal with the state. It's better. The less state you have, the less bug you run into. Let's check bar dot filter. What are we gonna filter? Element inside the bar, and then what? Element. No, right? Let's see if it works. Console log check. Yeah, let's console log check first. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nah, cool. We don't have to put it like this. We can like this. Still work. Why is not L here? Not L is not. No. Oh, not L here is no. Not L is
No.
no. Why?
Because there's not an element in that space.
Because not, if L equal to something, for example, for X here, and then not L is false. It's very like if L means it's not null, it's not undefined, it's not equal to 0, because 0 is false, not false, right? When you have not false, it means like not 0, not okay, not 0, not empty string. Using this syntax, it means not null, not undefined, not false, and in not false you have not 0, not empty string. It's very good if you understand this. Okay. Okay, so now we need to make a move. Instead of bar ID X here, we move it down. If check dot length divisible to 2 and then x else out. Let's see. Cool shit. Now we don't need the state at all. Okay, what next? Okay, we playing x inside of it, then player can place x or O in turn. Right? Then what next?
Black and white.
Second logic.
Or track history that goes in.
The next logic, like we need to stop them, or what's the happen? What's the error right now? We can actually change the value here, x. We don't want that, right? We have to guard against it. So from this logic, how are we gonna do it? If for ID, this means like if it already exists, it's not known, then we allow the player to play. Cut this, put it here, right? There, now. What? If it's not no, we return. Same thing. Holy shit. Let's console log this. Oh my god. Remove this. Okay, it's true, it's true, it's true. It's false. False. False, 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 false. And this has to be true. It's good. Now if it's false, we don't allow the user to play. If it's true, we put XRO. Okay. If it's false, return. Return. Else. The problem was I didn't have the curly braces here, I think. But here, else. What? Ah. Okay. Can we change it? Okay. Question, explain again this part.
Yeah, please.
Explain again.
Yeah. So basically this line means we want to guard against if you already place it an X or no in it, you cannot place it again, right? So if console log, okay, you can check the console log here. If I already place here, it's true. True means like you can play. True, true, true. You can play, but when you click on it again, it will be false. Why false? Because the bar ID here is not known. It's not known. I mean, it's true. If it's true, you can play. If false, you cannot play. How do I break it down?
The reason why he's using the bang right here is sometimes the bang will actually change the data type. That's the part that's confusing. Can I demo something? Can I demo something? So for example, this is confusing, okay?
It's confusing.
So for example, what's the opposite of 1?
False.
What if we did it twice? What would that do? True. Why does 1 become true? That's weird.
Yeah.
Because 1 is a truthy value. Truthy versus falsy.
Oh shit.
Okay? Truthy versus falsy values, okay? This is something you guys have to learn in the near future. If you guys want to be devs. So what's going on here is the reason why Qua's using this weird syntax right here is because we don't want this to execute if there's already something in there. If there's something in there, what he's checking is saying there has to be a null in there. He could have just been like this too. If what's inside this spot is equal to null, then we can run that.
Yeah.
Okay, or if you can just say, if anything, this might have been better right here. I don't know. Like this, so this is just like, people that have different syntax. Just maybe if the board is equal, if it's not equal to null, then you return. So that's trying to say
Equal to not null.
what? If it's equal to null,
Not equal. Not equal.
not equal. If it's equal to null, no. But what happens the first time, right? The first time you hit it,
You allow them to play.
yeah, we allowed them. No, but see, but this is saying, right? The first time we run on line 30, right? Can I click now? Let's think about that. If what's inside is equal to null, can I click? I should be able to click, but this is an error. This will not let me click because it returns too early. See, it's true. So it returns. Just think about this. If what's inside this spot that I click, right? Oh shit. Let me fix this. Okay, so let's think about line 30 right now. So really why it's confusing is because we're checking for two different things, null and whether or not there's something in there. That's why we had a little bit of confusing syntax. But just know that on line 30, because whatever member I click on, right? If I click on this square right here, 0, what's gonna ID gonna be? It's gonna be equal to 0, right? Then we're gonna look at the board, that array, and we're gonna look in the 0 index, and that is in fact gonna be null because we haven't clicked on anything yet. And so it returns, and thus we never ever get to execute line 31 or 32. And this is true of every single piece right now. I'm clicking right now. See the number right here changing? See? I'm tricking, right? I'm quite literally clicking, but it won't let me click. So what we need to do is check for multiple things, okay? So not null.
Not
That
equal to. Not equal to. It's better.
Works, right?
It still work.
See, but now this is it's also letting me change. It has the original bug, I think. Hold on. So Quad confused me for a second there, right there, to be honest with you. So he solved one bug. Well, no. He solved both bugs. He fixed both bugs with that little bit of confusing syntax. And the reason why it's confusing is just we also want to check for an X. If there is an X in there, we also do not want a user to be able to click on it. So what is not X? False. So that would, just know that you guys have to play around and think about it, okay? We're going to shout this to you guys a bunch of times. I want you guys to type it in when we're doing this exercise in the next couple hours and just look at it. And that's how we're going to learn, is by actually typing and looking at it. So I'm going to go back to the syntax that he had because I think it worked correctly. Check. X, O, X, O, X.
Okay, you can exchange it.
I had it the way working.
Actually, this way better. Okay. You can save one line of code there. Then what else? What else? Okay. Stop the player from placing X or O in a square.
A taken square.
Taken square. Okay. What's the next step? What if we continue to play like this? To exit the X1, so you should not be able to play anymore, right? You just stop them from playing. Okay. So how? Okay, decide the winner or the status of the game. To do that, we need another function to decide who's the winner. There are two places. If the game is over, there are two different cases. If there's a winner or it's a draw. right? When you run out of place of square to play, mean it's a draw, or someone win. Okay, let's break it down. If someone win, or if run out of square. Oops. Okay, which one do you want to do first? This is harder.
Yeah, well, run out of squares is probably
Run out of
the
square.
first logical step. It's
Yeah.
simple when you do it, and then you can go to the next.
Okay, if run out of square, it's kind of easy. If again, if, how do you decide, how do you know that if it run out of square? There's no value inside the array, right? If bar dot filter L, same thing, dot L dot length equal to 0, and then we do something. Let's say just alerted. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, we run out of square, but the player still be able to play. No. Okay, cool. But we need to tell our app knows that the game is over. We need a status for our app. Okay, here the status is game over. Set is over. Right now you don't need this, but we should let our app know if the game is over or not. So that's why we need a state here. Yield state, default value is false. Yes. And we have to pass it. Is over equal to is over. Set is over equal to set is over. Okay. Let's break it up. Okay, now we have our props here already have this function. Set bar props dot set is over to true. Put in here. Okay. It's quite confusing if you use an if here and then you don't have the curly braces. It means it only execute one line and then it skip the condition.
Sorry, can you say that again? If
Say okay,
it's just the same thing again.
let's comment these two lines. Okay, now let's console log first, console log 2. What do you expect to see when I click? Oops. Okay. You only see 2 for now, right? Here. But if it's run out of square, you only see what? 1 or 2?
2 at the bottom there.
You see both.
Yeah.
He's
No.
saying that if you have a conditional, and the if conditional without any curly braces, if it evaluates to be true, it will only execute the following one line.
Yeah.
It's a bit confusing. See how there's no curly braces? Typically we have curly braces, right? So they're just more advanced patterns.
In short, you don't have to type the curly braces. Okay, here.
So notice how one does not get executed until the very end.
and then false. Where's the false coming from? Here. Then after the false, why is number 2 disappear? Because it's returned already. It's already returned. You cannot see the cutout number 2. Cool. If this, then we set props over is true. Okay, let's check out up here. Bar, and then console log is over. False, we can still play. It's true. The next time we click, it's also true. No, cannot play anymore because we stop the player from clicking button. Cool, what's next? If it's run out of square, we done it. And if someone win. Tricky. Can I just delete? Close this one. Okay. We decide if someone win. Let's make a function. Decide outcome. Cons. Decide the outcome. Our purpose here, we have to return the winner.
If we have a winner.
If we have the winner, we return the winner. If we don't have the winner, we return no or false. Doesn't matter. Okay. Something, let's say something. Okay. Now, and we're gonna call this function inside our command here. Bar. Okay.
What do you think it needs to look at? What is the piece of data that the side outcome has to have to be able to determine if we have a winner? Yes. What array?
Array with all the possible winning values.
Yes. But it also needs something from us. What does it need from us?
Our current bar.
Yeah, I think it needs our board. It needs to look at the board. It needs to look at that array, and depending on what this array looks like, it's going to determine who has won, if there is a winner.
Okay, so we have bar in here. We pass an element called bar, and in here we receive something called bar. And there's some logic we have to decide, which is the winner. Oh man, this let's say cons possible winning case.
Does anyone know how many possible winning cases there are in TicTacToe? Yes, it's exactly right. There's only 8 situations in which someone can win.
Okay, the first one by row. We have 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. And by column we have 3 columns. 1, 2, 3. And how you said it?
Diagonals.
Diagonals. We have from the left, top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. In total, we have 8 cases. So what are they?
What are the indexes?
0, 0, 1, 2.
3, 4, 5.
And then 3, 4, 5. And then 6, 7, 8. And then
Do straight down the rows next. 0, 3, 6, 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8.
and then 1, 4, 7. And then 2, 5, 8. And then what?
2, 4, 6.
0,
Oh,
4, 8.
okay, no.
2, 4, 6.
2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, 2, 4, 8.
Looking at this, guys.
And what's the last one? 2, 4, 6 or 6, 2, 4, 4, 2, the same, right? 2, alpha error already here.
2, 4, 6. Haven't done that.
2, 4, 6. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I prefer calling it a 6, 4, 2. You start from left to right. It doesn't matter, but it's my preference. And then what else? We have to loop over all of these cases using a for loop or map. Which one do you want to use? For loop is easier to understand. I equal, we start from 0, the 0 index, okay, and then I less than possible something, oh shit, dot length, and then we increment the I. Here's the body, here's our var. This is restructuring A, B, and C equal to possible. Holy shit! Can I change the name here? It's too long for me.
It's there.
You spelled length wrong, by the way.
What?
On line 65.
Okay. What? I.
What's ABC here, guys? What can ABC be?
The indexing.
Which indexes in which array?
The first time, the first loop. What should it be? Yeah, 0, 1, 2. The second, 3, 4, 5.
Let me see one thing. This is what he's about to do. Scroll down a little bit.
Console log A, B, C. Right?
Okay, this is what we're about to do, guys, okay? Every single time a player moves, we're going to look at the board, and then we're going to compare it to this array. Okay, think about this. We're going to compare it to this array. If there is the exact same character inside of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that means someone has won. I'm telling you that right now. This is how it is. So either way, we're gonna look at it.
Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay, we have a bunch of shit. Every time we click, we have 8 console log. Okay. A, B, and C, A, B, and C, A, B, and C. Remove it. So now we need to do comparisons. If the bar here, A, let's do it first, equal to a bar B and bar A equal to bar C.
This is target. Last 69 board and then board A.
A, nice. And what's this? If we return something.
Someone want to say something? Someone.
It's not done, yeah. Someone want for someone, okay. We just want to see some of the console log here. Okay. Why is it always false? Oh shit, I cannot win. We still don't see anything. Because we haven't got it.
We haven't called it.
Bar. Oh, we do call. We do call. Bar. A. Means we need the value of bar A. It's not no. This part means it's not no. Then we do something. Okay. Oh. Are we winning?
Yeah, so that's console log something meaningful if you want.
Ah, shit. We need to console log. We don't return. Sorry. Again. Oh. Okay, we still see it. Okay, let's remove this one to see what happened. X, O, X, O, X. We see it every time we click. Because it counts. This one is no. Let's see again. 6 winning case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because we also count the no value. We don't want that, so that's why we guide against it. Okay.
Did someone win?
It only counts the square that have some value inside, right? Okay. If someone win, we do what? Instead of console log. Before that, how do we tell our function here? Our function here understand. We need to return something. Instead of console log, we return the winner.
Yeah, game winner.
Yeah, the game winner, which is, it can be X or O. Doesn't matter because bar A here is always X or O if there's a winner. We don't care. Let's see. If there's no winner, we have no. Let's see what we have here. Where were we? Console log. X, O, X. Okay, the winner is X. Try again. X, O, X, O, X. The winner is O. Right? I think this is a very smart way of doing it, man. So smart. It's not my logic. It's someone else. I don't know. It's fine. It's not my.
The truth is, guys. The truth is that we didn't write this. Just go read the entry level documentation for React, and that's the first guide they ask you to do is to build this. So just know that like this is like entry level for those guys.
The first time I did it, I didn't have this looping. I do it manually. If this L, if this L, if this L, and it works. Yeah. Exactly this number of lines here. I didn't use for loop here.
Can you do it with a map as well? And it shows how it's done.
Okay. Right. Let's do it with map.
It's confident.
Okay, let's map it. Possible winning case dot map. What we should do inside it. But in order to use map, we have to let winner equal to known first, and inside the map, okay, we mapping through all the elements. If we let same thing, A, B, C equal to what?
L.
And then
It's
just copy and paste. Just this line. If then we do what?
return more than.
Winning today.
Oh shit.
Hey. And
Okay.
can collect something big man.
Why is winning grayed out there? Okay.
Now we need to return the winner.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. It's no. Okay, it's X. Same thing. So I show you how to do it with for loop and map. Which way do you prefer? Okay, map. Peter. Well, really? I thought you like for loop. Okay, map then.
They both do the same thing, pretty much the same.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
But if you use for loop, you don't need
Let
to define the winner first, right? Okay. Keep keep the map, and we have the winner. And then do we have to set state the winner? Who's the winner is? Yes, we need to tell our app knows who's the winner, right? Call once again, winner, and then set winner equal to use state. By default is no. Okay, then we console log is over and winner, and we should remove those things.
Have you set the game's over when
Ouch.
you win the game? Like,
Yeah,
did you set props is over?
we just set the win. The game is over when it's out of squares. Now we need to do something else after this line. Okay, but first we need to
But that's just out of squares. You can win before you run out of squares.
we can win. Yes, we do.
But does it stop? Where do you set that? When you go down?
Not yet.
They haven't done.
Yeah. So we need to pass this function into our bar here. Set. Okay. So we need to do another condition check here. If there's something here, we set it. Set the winner. And then we also set this one. Okay. What? Okay. Let's see. Set winner is not defined. Okay, of course, it's props not set winner. Let's see. Bam, bam. Okay, true. The game is over, and you have the winner X. You can apply opposites.
Let's see. You didn't set game over.
I did. Game's over.
Set. Yeah, but what does game over do other than just changing it to the true?
Then you need to do
It doesn't stop anyone clicking.
yeah another condition check here. If is over, then what?
So,
Return. That's it. Oh shit. Props dot is over. I already passed it. Is over here. So the props dot is over. Okay, you play. Guess what? You cannot play anymore because we already returned. Let's say. Okay, false. No, there's no winner, but the game is already over. You cannot play, you cannot change anything. Okay, that's good. Now we need to render these information to our UI. We need to tell the user who's winning, the status of the game, and who's the winner. If it's a raw, or if it's a game over game with a winner. Okay. Where were we? So many if here. If okay, we need to render it. Where do we render? We render in here below our bar. If say something here, let's see. Okay, we do have something here. We call it game info. Okay, cool. And here we have to show something. If it's game over, is over, we show something. Why is a spam here? Okay, game is over, for example. Okay. Okay, game is over. Right? If game is over, we need to show who's the winner, or is it a draw? Game is over, or game is over, and the winner is, how do you call it? Winner. Bum 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 bum. Game is over and the winner is X. Okay. And what if it's a draw? How do you show if it's a draw?
If winner equals null,
Yeah.
then it's a draw.
Yes. So how do we do it? Another condition here. Yep. Oops.
Could you put this within your is game over function, or you just
Put it in here. If, if, and this here has to be inside a string, cut it. If winner, we show what? Span, another span. Okay. Game is over and the winner is something else. We span. Game is over, it's a draw. Okay, let's see. X. Cool. How do I make it draw? It's very hard. It's hard.
just
Oh shit! X squared. O X O X O X O X. Okay, game is over. It's a draw. Right. That's what we want. What's the next step? So render UI who's winning or draw. You already do this. What else? Render UI who's next. We still haven't done this. Who's next? Holy shit. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. If the game is not over, we show something else. Span. Who's next? Next player is. How do we get who's the next player? Copy and paste. Border filter something blah 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 blah. Two question. Who's that? X. Oh. right? We reuse our logic. Where is it? Here. I don't. Oh yeah, here. So we don't need a state who's the next player at all. We calculate based on our ball, the status of our ball here. So that's it. Any question? Okay. One more thing with a reset button. So right now, how many ways that the user can interact with our app? I can use there are 2 ways for the user to interact with our app here. What's the first way?
Play.
Yeah, click on the button. Oops. Here. Okay. What's the second way? It's so obvious. Yeah, reload. Reload. It's interact, reload, reset our state. But we don't want that. We want a button for the user to interact with our app, right? Another button to reset the game. So another button to reset the game. Where should we put it? Here. For example, button. Yeah, thank you. Reset. Okay, reset. Okay. And we have to make a function called reset game. It's quite long, this one. This whole app is quite long, the logic is quite long. How do we reset the game? Yes. Set board back to the initial state. And what else? On the state, not just set bar. Yeah. False. What else? Yeah. Oh my god. Right. Bam. Reset again. I haven't called the function. Put it in here. Play. Reset again. Still here. How do I?
The next player is X anyway.
Yeah, it's always next player is X.
Okay, wait on it.
Reset the game. X. Cool. That's it for our the very basic. I know the way that I show you is different from the lab and how the real Facebook, the one who developed Facebook, did it, because he used class-based component, and my job is to translate into the hook version, and I hate doing it the same time. Even every time I have to do it again and again, I really hate to do it the same way I did. So I change something, I change the logic, and if you follow the instruction in the lab, later on you will run into a loop. It's very hard to debug. So this way you can control the interaction between your app and the user inside just one function, which is header click. Right? You control everything inside this one, so you will never run into a loop. You can try both ways. Follow the lab and follow this, or make it your own way. Make your own way and do it. As long as you understand what you're doing, you can create your own logic, your own way. That's it. Right? Save. Actually delete it. Okay, that's it. Yeah, any questions? There's a lot of questions, I know. A lot of questions. So here our step, right? We set up the ball with 9 squares. And then the player should be able to make a move. In order to make a move, we need to identify the square. And then place an X inside that square where the user click on it. And then the next step, the player can either place X or O.
Can you upload the video on YouTube?
Yeah. And then if that square already has X or O inside, you stop the user from placing another X or O, right? And after that, you decide the winner or the starters of the game. There are 2 cases. The first one, if you run out of square. The second one, if someone already win. And after all done, you need to tell the user who's winning. The starters of the game, is it over or not? And who's winning? Or is it a draw? And then next, who's next? Who's playing next? Okay, that's it. Simple.
Guys, check out the documentation on Facebook. They give you a step-by-step with more to read.
Can we have a link?
Yeah, it's inside your lab.